Hey, welcome everyone, I'm JP, and this is Good Talk HQ. Now, before we dive into the video, I just want to thank everyone for the awesome conversations yesterday. We talked about the Switch 2 at the beginning of that video. I asked for your feedback, and I really do appreciate everyone that took the time to write to me and the conversations, the back and forth that we got to have. I think most of us are in agreement where we stand on most of the things. There were a few outliers, but I think everybody for the most part kind of lines up closely together. Now for today's video, we're looking at some deals that are at brand new low prices, and then the second half of the video is going to showcase brand new upcoming games that will be available for pre-order now and for pickup later this week. And every one of them will be available with a discount. Alright, and with all of that out of the way, we'll go ahead and dive in. Please enjoy the video. Alright, and we'll start with Apple Knight 2, which is a retro-inspired action platformer with smooth combat, tight controls, and upgradable gear. Now it builds on the predecessor with larger levels, more challenging enemies, and refined gameplay. It should offer maybe 3 to 4 hours from the pickup, and right now it's at a brand new low at just $4.99. Up next is Super XYX, which is a bullet hell shoot 'em up inspired by arcade classics. The game delivers fast action with intense enemy waves and screen-filling boss battles. The crisp visuals, responsive controls, and catchy soundtrack make it a dream for genre fans. You can expect tight dodging and serious reflex testing gameplay, and right now you can pick it up for just $6.49. LUNARK is a retro-inspired 2D platformer that aims to capture the magic from the 90s. Players assume the role of Leo, a courier with unique abilities and a mysterious past. You'll navigate through the gorgeously animated pixel art environments ranging from big cities to eerie caves and alien forests. The game emphasizes storytelling and exploration with puzzle solving, offering a nostalgic and fresh experience for anyone who played those older games. Right now it is just $6.99, an all-time low, and the deal ends on the 10th. SUPERHOT is a genre-defying first-person shooter where time only moves when you do. The game combines puzzle solving with stylized combat, which forces you to plan each move as you dodge bullets and shatter enemies. The minimalistic visuals and strategic pace make it feel more like a puzzle game than a shooter, and the best part is, it runs great on the Switch. You can expect a little over 5 hours of gameplay, and right now it's at an all-time low at just $7.49. Next, we have Shadow of the Orient, which is a cinematic 2D action-adventure game with fluid combat, tight platforming, and stealth elements added in. The game drops you into a handcrafted world inspired by ancient Eastern mythology. You'll slash through enemies, evade traps, and uncover a layered story with branching paths. The smooth animation and moody atmospheric soundtrack definitely improve the overall quality of the game, and right now it is at an all-time low. You can pick it up for just $7.99. Hades is one of the best roguelikes here on the Switch in my opinion. It features fast, fluid action where we play as the son of Hades trying to escape the underworld. The game has incredible writing, awesome combat, tons of upgrade paths, and great voice acting as well. On top of all of that though, the game offers almost endless replayability. The challenge is fair, but the game is definitely tough, and for anyone that is up for the challenge, it's a game you have to play. Right now it is at an all-time low at just $8.74. The deal ends on the 22nd. Alright everyone, and now for a look at some brand new games coming to Nintendo Switch this week. Remember, every game will be on sale, and a couple of them do offer a demo on the eShop as well. Alright, let's dive in. Pocket Bravery is a 2D fighter from P-Cube. It was developed by Statera Studio and features a roster of 12 playable fighters and more than 20 different stages spread out around the globe. The game was inspired by classic games from the 90s and offers a few different ways to play. You have the story mode, which does a good job at teaching you the basics as you work through the narrative, and it would be a great place for newcomers to start. But you also have a couple of competitive modes, and it does offer up to 12-player online action as well. They did include a few controller layouts to help cater to different skill levels, but this game is no joke, and so I'm happy to say that they do have several tutorial or training options, and they will help out. As for presentation and performance, I have had the opportunity to play the game for a couple of days, and I've had no technical issues, and to me the pixel art and smooth gameplay make this a game to consider if you're a fan of the genre. It'll be available for pickup on the 9th. The normal price is $19.99, but there is a discount right now, and so you can get it a little cheaper until the 10th. There's also a demo on the eShop. Definitely check it out, but remember the download is around 6 gigs, so make sure that you have room. Alright, and next up we have Detective from the Crypt, which is a narrative-driven point-and-click adventure game from Sometimes You. It was developed by BOV Games, and the story has us finding clues and using evidence to solve our own murder and find out what happened to our parents as well. Now there will be plenty of lore and secrets to find, and you'll have to interact with random NPCs to piece together the mystery. The aim was to create a classic point-and-click adventure game, and it does look like they nailed it. If you're a fan of the genre, you'll be able to pick it up on the 9th for $9.99. The download is just under 4 gigs, so again, make sure that you have room, and it is on sale with a small discount until the 10th. Next is Star Overdrive, which is an ambitious title here on the Switch. It's a 3D action-adventure game with crafting and gathering added in. The game was developed by Caracol Games and published by Plug-in Digital. In this one, we play as Bios, an adventurer on a quest to rescue his beloved as we explore an alien planet. You'll be getting around on your hoverboard, and combat is done with a combination of light and heavy attacks from your keytar, which is a sword shaped like a guitar/keyboard combo. Now there are unlockable moves and skills which expand the combat and exploration quite a bit, and the world is full of cool stuff to find. Plus, as you learn the layout, you can even start using the environment to take out enemies and things like that. Now I've played for a couple of hours and I haven't had any major performance issues, but again, this is an ambitious game, at this point in the life cycle of the Switch, but there is a demo on the eShop to help you determine if you want to pick it up. If you do though, Star Overdrive comes out on the 10th, the base game is $34.99, and they do offer a deluxe edition which will include some cosmetic items, some in-game currency, and the original manga and soundtrack, and that goes for $39.99. However, both are right now discounted 10% until the 10th. Promise Mascot Agency is a 3D action sim game from Kaizen Gameworks, and in this one we play as a disgraced Yakuza lieutenant, banished to a cursed town and put in charge of a failing mascot agency. You'll have to recruit new characters, uncover secrets, and turn your business around while partnering with other local shops and things like that. Now, as you find and recruit new mascots around the world, you can then train them up and send them on missions, and it can lead to some hilarious outcomes. Plus, as you can see, there's a tone of comedy sort of blanketing over the whole game. You'll also be able to use the mascots as cards during the combat segments, and there are other various little mini games as well. Now, I haven't had a chance to play yet, and I don't know how performance will be, but it looks like the game will also be on Xbox, so you can grab it over there. Either way, it comes out on the 10th for $24.99, but again, it is discounted until the 18th. Wind Story is a pixelated sim game from Bluesped Studio. The game puts us as the player in charge of Chime Ranch, and from there you'll start farming and exploring during the day while enjoying conversations around the bonfire at night. Now, as you build your little town or your ranch or whatever, with new buildings like hospitals and restaurants, you'll start to attract new people, which then unlocks new upgrades, and so on. As you explore around the world, you can capture and train pets that you can then have help around the ranch, but they can also be used to defend the farm at night as well. I do like the art style that they went with, and I hope the game runs well when it drops here on the Switch. It'll be out on the 10th for $14.99, and again, the game is on sale with a 10% discount. The deal ends on the 11th. Alright everyone, and here are some other deals to check out while you're already on the eShop. Alright everyone, that's going to wrap up the video. Thank you as always for hanging out. If you enjoyed yourself, remember to do all the YouTube stuff and blah blah blah. And with that, I will catch you on the next episode.